Okay, so here we have a sphere, some type of a something, a sphere, maybe putty, maybe plastic, maybe it's metal, something that can be melted. A sphere is melted down and reformed into a cube with a side length of 7. What is the radius of that sphere? Okay, so we had a sphere. So there's our sphere with some unknown radius, which became a cube with a side length of 7. Okay, so you can do this with modeling clay, or you can do this with silly putty, or with Play-Doh, or any other thing that is malleable, able to have its shape changed, with a side length of 7, which means all these are 7. Okay, so we're assuming that all of the material here was used to make all of this. Nothing was thrown away, nothing was chopped off, nothing was burned. It simply has changed its shape. So what's true is that the volume of your sphere is equal to the volume of your cube. Okay, the volumes remain. So I need to calculate the volume here and then figure out what the radius is over there. Okay, volume is the same. So volume for a cube is 7 times 7 times 7, or 7 cubed, which means I have a 343 cubic unit volume. Okay, that came from your cube. So now I'm going to change colors and talk about the sphere. So the sphere volume formula is 4 pi r cubed divided by 3. So these two things are equal, this volume of your cube and the volume formula for your sphere, and now I have to solve for r. Okay, so algebra says we multiply by the denominator, so times 3, and I hope you're doing these calculations on your own. If you have a calculator handy, that would be nice to do. Okay, divide all at one time, 4 pi. And depending on your calculator, you're probably going to want to put it in parentheses so that your calculator understands what you want it to actually do, not divide by 4 and times by pi. 81.8852 and a bunch of decimals equals r cubed. And our last step to solve this for r is to cube root both sides. Okay, so hopefully you know where that button is in your calculator. Different calculators have that button hidden in different places. Hopefully you can find it. So my sphere started off with a radius of 4.342 units that ended up into a cube with a side length of exactly 7.